The Vanishing Hotel Room, a real-life horror story. In 1891, a woman named Madeline LeClair and her mother traveled to Paris for the World's Fair. They checked into a luxurious hotel near the Seine River, eager to explore the city. That night, after a long journey, Madeline's mother complained of a terrible headache. The hotel doctor was called and he examined her in the room. He then turned to Madeline and said, "You must go to the pharmacy across town for a special medicine. It's urgent." Madeline hesitated, but seeing her mother's pale face, she hurried off. She never expected what would happen when she returned. After 2 hours, Madeline arrived back at the hotel, clutching the medicine. She rushed to the front desk, but the clerk only gave her a blank stare. "Mademoiselle, I don't recall you checking in." Madeline's heart pounded. "What are you talking about? My mother is in room 342. The clerk frowned. "Room 342, that room has been empty for weeks." Madeline froze. She pushed past the clerk and ran upstairs. She found room 342, but the door was different. The elegant golden numbers were now rusted, the paint on the door peeling. Her hands shook as she tried the handle. It was locked. She turned to the hotel maid passing by. "Please open this door. My mother is inside." The maid gave her a sympathetic look. "Mademoiselle, no one has stayed in that room for years." Madeline screamed, demanding to see the hotel manager. When he arrived, he sat her down and asked her to describe her mother. Madeline frantically explained everything, her mother's name, their travels, their stay in room 342. The manager listened patiently, then he sighed. "Mademoiselle, please listen carefully. You arrived at this hotel alone. There was no woman with you." Madeline felt sick. "That's a lie. I spoke to the doctor." The manager's expression darkened. "There is no hotel doctor." Madeline spent weeks searching for answers. She checked hospital records. No patient matching her mother's name. She went to the police. No missing person report was ever filed. The hotel's staff denied everything. It was as if her mother had never existed. Some say the hotel covered up her mother's sudden death, perhaps due to a deadly disease or something more sinister. But no records of room 342 ever existed again. Madeline never found her mother. She never found the truth. And worst of all, she never stopped hearing the faint knocks on what should have been her mother's door. Tap, tap, tap.